What's going on, KISS Army? Welcome back to the new and improved KISS's Sonic Brew. So we've done a rebrand and I'm pretty happy with it. So I hope this is just a good start to being back. Been a crazy year or so, but I'm back now. And what we're going to be talking about today is Ace declining to perform with KISS on their landlocked KISS Kruise that is going to be happening. And when I say KISS, obviously Paul and Gene is essentially who he declined. So we're going to take a look at this piece from Guitar World's Janelle Borg and Andrew Daly talking about, quote, "I'm not the kind of guy that never says never. I don't hate Paul or Gene. We're rock and roll brothers. Ace Frehley sets the record straight on where things stand with KISS." Alright, so this is the biggest thing the media yanks onto with KISS, is everybody hates each other all the time because it brings in sales, and now it brings in clicks in the modern age. So Ace discussed why he's not going to be appearing at these upcoming events with them, and this is what he had to say. "They asked me, and I declined. There's no way I'm going to be involved with that, you know. Their biggest mistake is that they should have done that at Madison Square Garden, not in Las Vegas in a 5,000 seater or whatever it is." So right out the gate, Ace has a point. It's got a point. That is something we were all hoping to see. I know I myself had my family with me and we watched the pay-per-view of the End of the Road tour, hoping that we would see Peter, Ace, Bruce, you know, all of that. And we didn't. So I get where Ace is coming from. They should have done that. And Ace actually says, yeah, you know, we actually were going to do that, because he says towards the End of the Road tour, about 9 months before they were going to play Madison Square Garden, both Paul and Gene were saying, we're going to bring everybody out on stage. And then, a few months before the concert, they both changed their tune and said, Ace and Peter aren't going to do it. In fact, Paul went on to say, if Ace and Peter got on stage with us, the band would be called Piss. So I kind of got into an argument with him. However, I'm the kind of guy that never says never. I don't hate Paul or Gene, you know? We're rock and roll brothers, and Peter too, so anything can happen. That's literally the most Ace answer. Yeah, I don't want to, but you know, I'm never going to say never. And I think that's where the silver lining in all of these media things are, is if you read it, you always see that that's what they say. Especially Ace. But that doesn't get as many clicks or sales or whatever their objective is. So we'll see if at any point in the future they do something together. But Ace did indeed get asked for the Landlocked in Vegas event, but he said no. Bruce Kulick did say yes, but Ace said no. Peter probably wasn't even asked. But that doesn't stop the train from rolling down the tracks. So that does it for me here in this video. Let me know what you guys think about Ace's decision, what you think about Ace's comments, and about the upcoming Landlocked in Vegas. Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. May God bless you, and remember, God gave rock and roll to you.